extending through the concrete are completely watertight. So did the manholes liners really help reduce I&I? Anecdotally, Pierce County sewer system had never had a capacity-related SSO, never had an NPDES violation at the wastewater treatment plant, and only had a 2.2 to 1 peaking factor at the plant during a 10-year storm. So in 99 previous sewer studies that the author has done, he had never heard of a system that performed this well. Have you? So we were just a tad bit skeptical. And we asked if Pierce County had any flow monitor and rainfall data to prove it. We found the flow data from 16 flow meters and 7 rain gauges, and proposed a rigorous rainfall-derived I&I analysis. Uploaded all that data and processed that data in Slicer, and calculated the rainfall-derived I&I rates for 400 basin storms using an online tool called Slicer, developed by ADIUS Environmental Services. So data needed for this for Slicer was simple and included historic rainfall data, 2-month through 100-year storms, which was obtained from NOAA online, and schematic upstream and downstream meter relationships, which was provided by Pierce County, and the lineal foot and inch miles and acreage through Pierce County's GIS system, and pipe geometry of the different types and sizes of pipes. So this diagram shows the relationship of the flow meters in Pierce County sewer system. Now remember, there's about 700 miles of public sewers in the system. So it establishes the upstream and downstream relationships, and it enables automatic subtraction of flows for RDII, and there's no need to subtract the data manually. So this basically gives a diagram of the Slicer daily flows, the dry day flows, which is highly rigorous. This is for a 1-year period from January 2011 to January 2012, showing the rainfall and the flow data. And then the second graph on the bottom is the weekday and weekend average flows for 73 candidate dry days. The Slicer analysis for the 400 basin storms, and this is in the Pierce County tunnel. The tunnel where about 80 to 85% of the flows goes through Pierce County's tunnel. It shows, and we have a storm event on the lower diagram for May 14, 2011. It shows the rainfall, the gross flow, gross I&I, net I&I for weekdays and weekends. So all metered flows can transport a 10-year storm. And in this graph, it shows the gross I&I as plotted against the peak rainfall intensity in inches per hour. So here are the results of the 400 storms, and basically all the data for the I&I shown was less than 5%, as you can see on the diagram. So this analysis report took about 88 hours using Slicer and mail merge. It was a very rigorous analysis and confirmed and amplified anecdotal evidence. So the comparative results were astonishing. And I will note that we did present a paper at WebTech last month with this comparison of Pierce County sewer system. And so this data is out there if you wanted to obtain a copy of this information. It is on the WebTech website. So in 2013, the report compared Pierce County's to I&I and 8 other systems that the author has reviewed of the 99. And his conclusion was that the INI is 71% lower than the next tightest sewer system the author has ever evaluated. So the manhole liners were significant in reducing the INI. So to summarize, we've shown that the FRP manhole liners remained unscathed after 20 years in Oliver, BC, including 5 years of strong acidic assault, showing 0% corrosion. And basically we have about the same results after 25 years of performance in Pierce County. 99.95% were reliable as delivered in the field, and the ones, and they are repairable in the field as well. And save more than their own cost in maintenance, reduce clogs, improve the flows through the manholes, and are an integral part of one of the tightest sewer systems that the author had ever evaluated. In conclusion, I think you can benefit 3 ways from specifying FRP line manholes in your system. There's little maintenance, there's no corrosion, and there's no INI. So I'd ask you if you check the links below, and it's rare the product corrects all 3 major sewer system problems. Links contain all information presented herein, as well as manufacturing videos and technical specifications are listed below. And an engineer from Puerto Rico, Alejandro Doble, from CH Caribe, said, "I think I'm in love with these manholes." I don't know what else he does for in his spare time, but I guess he likes our manholes. Thanks a lot. Are there any questions that I can answer? Yes, sir.
When they install these liners, are they pre-made or do they?
Yes.
So they come with the.
They are made,
outlets already in?
and all of these liners, they're custom made. Every one of them, to whatever inverts, whatever pipe size, whatever type of gases, they're all made up in Burnaby, BC. And these liners are shipped for new construction. They are shipped to your local precaster, and they're actually cast right into the manhole base.
What happens if you're out in the field and you have a design change?
Well, if you have say you have a design change, say the contractor installs it incorrectly, you can go back and you can core drill that manhole and correct it and repair it in the field. We have specified contractors who can come out in the field and correct those issues. But most owners, to be honest with you, if there's a problem in the field, most owners will tell the contractor it's your problem and put in a new liner for it. But they can be repaired in the field. And when I was saying that they were 99.95% intact, but those other ones, the other 6 that have issues, can be repaired in the field. So. Yes, sir.
How do you seal your frame? How high up do you go into your frame cover?
Oh,
where do you turn
it depends. It depends on the height of the structure. So it's based on how it's manufactured. And we basically work with a precaster. They send us a request, and they give us all the specifics on the manhole bases, on what they want and how many sections. So you could either line the entire structure, or you could line the base based on what their specifications are. Yes.
Can you do a flat top manhole? Can you do a flat top manhole?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, just about any configuration that you have. And matter of fact, if you look at our website, and actually we have a booth downstairs tomorrow. You can stop by and take a look. We do all different types of structures. We can do inverted siphons. We can do vaults, just about anything that you want to do. We can line it. You design it, and we'll line it. Any other questions? Okay, great. Thank you very much for your time.